Yes, it's a really big frog mould. It's from Pouring Your Heart Out, and I have to say, massive thank you to a dear friend and channel member, Julia, for sending this to me, because it's currently only available through Amazon USA. I don't know whether that'll change in future. Maybe Julie can let us know. Julia at Pouring Your Heart Out. Is this going to be available everywhere else? Anyway, look at him. It's really mega shiny. It's a nice soft silicone. It's got plenty of support for the, sticky out bits, his feet and whatever, even at the top of his eyes, look. It's a really well designed mould. Let's have a look at it. All I'm going to do is what I usually do when I've got a new mould that I want to have a proper look at and to show to you all. And that is just put a little touch of colour, nothing fancy, no inclusions or anything, just a little touch of colour, and just see how the mould comes out. Now, I know you're all going to ask me how much resin did that take, and you know me, I'm not very good at measuring things, but I'm going to have a go. I'm going to use deep cast. I don't know whether I might get away with my normal Apex high gloss, but to be on the safe side, I'm going to go in with deep cast. So it'll just take longer to cure, but hey, that's okay. It's a 2-to-1. So I'm going to start off with 300, whatever they are, millilitres, I think, of the resin, and 150 millilitres of the hardener, and get stirring. So total 450. That's as good as my maths gets. Don't ask me to do anything else cleverer than that. I'm not sure whether that's even going to be enough, but I'll try and keep note, and I'll check back with you at the end and let you know for definite. Because you know what I'm like with numbers. This is hard work for me and my dyscalculic brain, but I'm trying. The colour I've put in is a pearl one, but I've only put a tiny bit, and it is from Create and Bloom, and it's called Butterfly Flower. That colour, fab, isn't it? And I have just topped this up to 500 millilitres because I think it's going to use at least that, so a bit more stirring required. Did this all in totally the wrong order. This is not how you mix resin, folks. So although this is a pearl colour, because I've put so little, you're probably not going to see much of the pearliness. It's just this purple I wanted. And because I put so little, it should stay translucent. There we go. I think we're mixed. Pour it in. Now, because I'm using deep cast, it is going to take a couple of days to cure. But I think to be on the safe side, because it is quite a deep mould, well, it's just the sheer volume. It's quite big. So like I do with my dragon moulds, I'm just going to go with the deep cast. It's also a thinner resin. It's runnier. And therefore, oh, that looks like it might be about right, actually. And therefore, the bubbles will come out easier too. Right, okay, people, it's looking like this is a 500 millilitre mould. I know you'll want to know. Oops, running over. That's okay. Now, I know bubbles are going to stick under this chin, so I'm going to try just tapping it. Actually, I could have a little poke around. Should we have a little poke around? I'm worried about scratching that lovely shiny silicone. Let's just have a little poke. In fact, if I do that, will it allow the bubbles out? I don't know. I can see there's something going on in there, and I don't know whether it's bubbles or whether it's just the shine on the silicone. Anyway, yes, I've overfilled that slightly, so I'm just going to let it carry on running off. We'll let the bubbles settle. I am going to keep just sort of tapping and squishing his little face and around his eyes. I don't know whether that's particularly necessary. I just want to make sure we get any bubbles out from under there, because I did stir it quite quickly and there will be some bubbles in there. But as you can see, they're degassing really well already. Right, I'm going to tip this last little bit. So it's probably about 475 actually, because I've got a tiny bit left in my pot. So I'm going to tip that into something, and I will see you all later. Right then, 2 days later, we're going to demold. Let's get the little frog out first. So that's where I chucked a load of my leftover. These get a lovely speckly chin and then the wartiness on the back. Right, that's that. I also did, just while I was at it, because I'd got plenty of the purple left over, I'd got a bit of green from something else as well. So I did these little hearts. These are the Into Resin handmade crystal moulds. Aren't they lovely? Oh, by the way, I've got discount codes on these moulds. I've got 20% off because I'm a brand ambassador for Into Resin. So if you have a look down in the video description, you'll see, yeah, some yummy discount codes for you. Nice. Anyway, there we go. Got a bit of trimming to do with those. I also chucked some into the butterfly mould. Now this one is incredibly thin, which does prove that deep cast resin will cure if it's very thin as well. Just takes a bit longer. I do love that one. I love these little butterflies. These little bits that I do with my leftovers very often end up being little gifts for people who buy things from my store. So who knows, you might get one of these in your package. Right, onto the big frog. And what I can see is that because we used a pearl sparkly colorant, there is a little bit of a sparkle to the resin, which is good. Now, I haven't demolded this before. This is the first time I've used it, so I'm thinking it'd be easier to do it this way. Not sure. I don't know. Don't know if that's any easier or not. Let's go back up this way. Okay, his little feet are coming out okay. Loosen his legs off. Loosen his bottom off. It's looking like it's nice and shiny, which is kind of what I expected because the mould looks nice and shiny. Okay, let's start at this end and work our way back. Now we've loosened it all. Work our way forward, rather, towards his nose. It's very shiny. Excellent. Oh, look. I'm glad I did my usual trick and went for purple. And this is a particularly beautiful purple, as you can see. And here comes his head. Let's see if I manage to not get any bubbles stuck under his chin. Oh, I say. Are there any? Tiniest bit. Oh, that's gorgeous. Juliet, pouring your heart out. What a mould. Well done. Now, I might colour his eyes in. I'm still thinking about that. I rather like him just as he is, actually. I might just leave him as he is. Isn't that spectacular? Absolutely love it. And the colour. The colour goes without saying. It's beautiful, isn't it? Right, everyone, I hope this was a helpful review of this frog mould because it is pretty new to market. Like I said, it's only available as I film this video in the Amazon USA store, but I will put you the link for it down in the video description, and I'll also add it to my Amazon storefront for the USA as well, because I do need to start building that up and giving that a bit of thought. So I'll add it to that too. And yeah, so then you'll know where to get one if you want one. Isn't he lovely? I'm so excited. If you like this video, found it useful in some shape or form, or at least mildly entertaining, then you know what to do. There's a load of things down here you can click, and that would be awesome. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you for the next video, and YouTube thinks you might want to watch this one next.